not too long ago, the great Pelé, Edison Nascimento, who had for football the beautiful game. That's his own apt definition for football. And we'll continue to remember him anywhere, anytime we talk about football, especially when we present football as the beautiful game. Salisu, please.
Thank you so very much. At this point in time, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to quickly introduce the chairman of Sterling Bank, Mr. Aswe Iwudalo. Please, let's make him welcome. I quickly want to recognize the presence of the representative of the Commissioner of Police, Edo State Command. You are welcome, sir. God bless you. Let me quickly recognize also the Commissioner in charge of Fiscal Planning, Edo State, Honorable Isoken Omo. You are welcome, ma'am. We equally have in our midst a very distinguished personality, talking about the CMD of UBTH, Professor Darlington Obaseki. We equally have here one of the very prominent Reverend Fathers in Edo State. Is a keen supporter and ardent supporter of the Bendel Insurance Football Club, talking about Reverend Father Omo No. You are welcome, sir. We equally want to recognize another very prominent and prestigious Reverend Father, talking about Reverend Father Ekai Somi, the principal of Immaculate Conception College here in Benin City.
Still talking about the sponsors, we've got the MD of Peculiar Ultimate Concerns, Engineer Abel Adeleke, also with us here. Please, let's welcome him. And of course, we know this event will not be held all over the world without the media. So let us recognize the presence of the media. I see my bosses, Tony Ubani, Adekunle Salami, and others. And also, I have to recognize the presence of the Edo Media Executive. They are seated over there. And of course, the chairman of that association, Mrs. Abimbola Oyetunde. Gentlemen of the media, you are welcome. Let's also welcome the MD CEO of Akim Oil and Gas Limited, as well as the Marketing Director, Nigerian Breweries. We also have the Managing Director, Nigeria Petroleum Development Company, as well as the Managing Director, Presco PLC. I also recognize the presence of the Managing Director, CEO, Okomu Oil Palm Company, the MD CEO, A&K Construction, the MD CEO, Uyi Technical Nigeria Limited, the MD CEO, Cetraco Nigeria Limited, and the MD CEO, Time Ceramics Nigeria Limited. We also have to recognize the presence of the Bendel Insurance Supporters Club. Their chairman, Chief Osadolo Ogieva, is here. All right, we'll recognize more as the event progresses. But for now, it's time for the opening remarks. And I would like to call on the chairman, Edo State Sports Commission, Yusuf Ali, to come and give the opening remarks. Yusuf Ali, of course, a legend in Nigerian athletics. This man's record of 8.27 meters, which he set in long jump in 1989, still stands today, 34 years later. He's an absolute legend. Welcome, sir. We fondly call him Skipo.
Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Edo State, my job is very, very easy, just to welcome you. But first and foremost, the last time, just about a year ago, when I was giving an opening remark, Bendel Insurance were in the NLL. And today, the second remark, we're in the Premiership. Hopefully, this time next year or before, we're making it as the champion of the Premiership. Thank you, and you're welcome.
Thank you so very much, Chairman, Edo State Sports Commission. Oli Yusuf Ali, please, let's give him another resounding hand of applause. Very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, at this point in time, I'd like to hand over to one of our compeers here to continue with our program for today. Thank you for your time, and may the good Lord continue to bless you.
The next item we have here is the highlight of team performances. And we are going to be looking at the highlights of Edo Queens Football Club. That will be projected on the screen.
Quality football from Edo Queens.
Of course, highlights of Edo Queens. They are playing in Group B of the Nigerian Women Football League Premiership. They lost their first game, but they are top of their group because they went on to win their next 4 matches. So they have 12 points from 5 games. Even though they are not playing today, other teams are playing, but Edo Queens will still be top of Group B at the end of after 5 matches. So congratulations to Edo Queens. They'll be playing tomorrow at the Samuel Ogbemudia Stadium at 6 p.m. You know, we play at night because we have floodlights at the Samuel Ogbemudia Stadium. Yeah, fantastic. We also have VAR at the stadium, even though we are not using it. Because other venues do not have it. But we have it here. And when the NWFL or the MPFL say they want VAR, we have it at the Samuel Ogbemudia Stadium. Back to you.
Thank you very much, Salio Ibrahim. Okay, back to acknowledgements, because at occasions like this, you just have to acknowledge people who have turned out to add grace and color to this assembly. Now we have some members of the Edo State Sports Commission who we have not recognized or acknowledged before now, and I would like to quickly get that off my back. Now we have Dr. Emmanuel Igbinosa here in our midst. Dr. Emmanuel, you're most welcome. Still talking about board members of the Edo State Sports Commission. We have Barrister Osayaba Osarere. Barrister Osarere. Okay, thank you very much. And we have Mrs. Aneita Emeya. Mrs. Emeya, good afternoon. Nice to see you with us here. Then we have the consultant on sports to Edo State government, Dr. Tando. Thank you very much. Still talking about football people who are here, because football is the reason we are here today. We have the secretary of the IMC, Mr. Olumide Bamiduro. Mr. Olumide Bamiduro, good afternoon. Also here we have the chief operating officer of the Nigeria Women Football League, Mrs. Modupe Shabi. Mrs. Shabi, good afternoon. Nice to see you here. Okay, and we have the chief operating officer, NNL, Mr. Emmanuel Adesoya. Mr. Adesoya, good afternoon. Yes, and we'll continue to take recognitions, and of course I will be fined. There's a set of people here that if I don't recognize them, I might get fined myself. That's talking about people from my immediate constituency, the media. Now we have some heads of media stations in our midst this afternoon. Engineer Elvis Obaseki, Managing Director, ITV Radio, it's here. We have Mr. Femi Johnson, the Deputy Director, NTA, the Chipolopolo one. Not Chipolopolo of Zambia, though. Then we have Amos Imozozo of the AIT here with us. Amos. We have Edward Osege, Sports Editor, Nigeria Observer. And we have here with us Mrs. Bimbo Oyetunde, the General Manager, Bronze FM. All right, we'll continue with proceedings.
Thank you so very much. I would like to quickly recognize the presence in our midst of the Honorable Commissioner for Arts, Culture, Tourism and Diaspora Affairs, Edo State, Honorable Bamidele Obaiton. Please, let's make him welcome. I equally want to quickly recognize a top politician, a grassroots politician for that matter, talking about a former chairman of the Edo State Local Government Service Commission, Chief Tom Uloko. You are welcome, sir. God bless you so very much.
All right, thank you very much. If you are here and your name is not called, it's not because you are not recognized. Everybody here, it's important. Back to Sali Ibrahim.
Okay, finally, we must recognize the presence of Dr. Henry Nzeku, who was the brain behind the fantastic opening and closing ceremony of the Edo 2020 National Sports Festival. He's here. Let's recognize him. Thank you very much, sir. Okay, the next item we have here is the visual presentation of the jersey for Edo Queen. So let's have that on the screen. So this is the home jersey. You can see that the home jersey is yellow with red trimmings. So this is the home jersey for Edo Queens. Okay, so that was the digital presentation of Edo Queens. That's the home jersey. The away jersey is red. So now we'll have the sponsor reveal for Edo Queens. The sponsor reveal for Edo Queens. All right, the next item here is the unveiling of the jersey, the physical unveiling of the jersey of Edo Queens by the First Lady of Edo State. Physical unveiling of the jersey of Edo Queens.
Very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, at this point in time, I would like to quickly invite the Honorable Commissioner in charge of Fiscal Planning Edo State, Honorable Isoke Omo, for the unveiling. Equally to join her is the Permanent Secretary, Government House, Mrs. Julie Olatuji. Let's please put her hands together for them, please.
So ladies and gentlemen, we are watching the jersey of Edo Queens being unveiled now, the physical unveiling. You can see the home and the away kits. The yellow jersey is the home jersey, while the red jersey is the one for the away games. Very beautiful jerseys. Please, a round of applause, please. See the name of the sponsor, the shirt sponsor there. Peculiar.
Peculiar Ultimate Concerns.
Peculiar Ultimate Concern. A big round of applause. Okay, thank you very much. That's done. You know what we're doing here today is actually twin. We have the unveiling for Edo Queen, and on the other side of the coin, we have the unveiling for Bendel Insurance, the Benin Arsenal. If you are a supporter of Bendel Insurance, let's know you are in the house, please. Let's feel you. Let us feel you, the Vipers, the Benin Arsenal. Okay, thank you very much. That's all right, thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, we know you are here, you know you are well represented. But quickly, let's go back to the screen as we are treated to the highlights of team performances, Bendel Insurance. And I can say it without any fear of being disputed. Best team in the NNL last season. Please, let's watch the highlights of Bendel Insurance on the screen.
They are desperate now to get on 20 teams. A chance go to them. No, shot.
Your Excellency, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I would like to once more properly and officially introduce to us once more the Honorable Justice Joe Isebaga Acha, Chief Judge of Edo State. Your Lordship, you are welcome. I equally want to quickly recognize the TUC Chairman, Edo State, Comrade Aigo Mahi Idubo James. You are welcome, please. Let me also quickly recognize a former Super Eagle player, talking about Ederson Echejele. Is here with us. You are very much welcome.
All right, thank you very much. And quickly, and I must do this with some level of apology, because when we unveiled the jersey of Edo Queens and the name of the sponsor of Edo Queens jersey, we should have also recognized the sponsor and allowed the sponsor have a little time in the spotlight by having a few words for us. So let me quickly get that monkey off our back now. Okay, here is welcoming the Managing Director, Peculiar Ultimate Concerns, Engineer Adeleke, to step up with his beautiful wife. Thank you so much, Engineer Adeleke. Thank you very much. And you may want to say one or two things to us, please.
Okay. His Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Edo State, Comrade Philip Shuaibu, let me stand on the already established protocol by the Master of Ceremony for want of time. We at Peculiar were glad to be part of the success story of Edo Queen. Our organization is into construction work, and we have some buyers for sports infrastructure. And on the basis of that, in the past, we've given support to sporting events, and this particular support for Edo Queen is one of the most glorious things that has come to us as an organization. We wish Edo Queen well, we wish Edo State well, and I appreciate immensely the driver of this vision, the Deputy Governor, Right Honorable Philip Shuaibu, ably supported by his men, the Chairman of the Sports Commission, Comrade Yusuf Ali, who is a comrade here now by induction. Well, I wouldn't want to take much of our time. I recognize all the other dignitaries that are here. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you so much, Engineer Adeleke, and the beautiful wife. Oh, well, the late Chief M.K.O. Abiola was renowned for many wise sayings, and one of the wise sayings of late M.K.O. Abiola was, "You can't shave my head in my absence." You can't talk about a football team and you won't talk about the coach. I think every team is as good as its coach. So if we have spoken about Edo Queens, we should also be able to acknowledge the presence of the coach of Edo Queens, Coach Aduko, please, for recognition. Yes, thank you very much, Coach Aduko. Let me back to Bendel Insurance now. We have some people who have also sweated in the shirt of Bendel Insurance, and if they are here today, they should be recognized for the past they have had with this beautiful and darling team of Edo people. We have the oldest serving captain of Bendel Insurance, Roland Ewere, with us. Roland Ewere. We also have in our midst one-time captain of Benin Arsenals, that's Peter Obano. Peter Obano, please, for recognition. All right, back to our lineup of programs as we have it written down here. We've seen the highlights of team performances of Bendel Insurance. I thought we'll see the one in which we'll see His Excellency, the Deputy Governor, also suit up and play for Bendel Insurance. It would have brought back memories of his active days, which he wound down very recently. But again, to continue with the program, we'll go straight to visual presentation of the jersey for Bendel Insurance. Please, on the screen, let's have the visual presentation. You can see the home jersey yellow and with a touch of green. This is the home jersey. Yellow is the home jersey. see both the home and the away jerseys of Bendel Insurance. Thank you very much. Bendel Insurance, a team founded in 1972, two-time winners of the league, three-time winners of the FA Cup, and three-time winners of Waffle Cup. I thought we would applaud them for all these achievements.
And current leaders of the entire Nigeria Premier Football League, because they are the only team with 3 points at the moment. So let's put our hands together for Bendel.
If the league season ends in anger today, they will be declared winners. Okay. They will be declared winners. That is the import of the achievement of Bendel Insurance.
Very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the big moment we have been waiting for is here. I'd like to, at this juncture, invite to the podium the sports-loving Deputy Governor of Edo State for the fiscal unveiling of Bendel Insurance jersey, the Right Honorable Conrad Philip Shuaibu. Please, let's put our hands together for him. He is to be accompanied by no other than the Chief Judge of Edo State, Honorable Justice Joe Isebaga Acha. Also to follow to the podium is the Secretary to Edo State Government, Osaudion Oge Esquire. I would like to equally welcome to the podium the Executive Director, Sterling Bank, to equally join His Excellency on the podium. Thank you so very, very much.
Yes, Executive Director, Sterling Bank, Mr. Tunde Adiola, to join His Excellency on the podium to do the all-important duty of unveiling the jersey, physical unveiling. Let the entire viewing world see the beautiful jersey of Bendel Insurance. And everybody on the podium to take one each. Okay, there are only three, okay. Okay. And the different stripes and the different colors, home kit, away jersey, home jersey of the Benin Arsenal for the current football season. Please, a big round of applause. Thank you very much, sir. All right. Yeah, thank you so much. So while His Excellency is done with the unveiling and is returning back to his seat, I will request that the Executive Director, Sterling Bank, Mr. Adiola, to stay back and give us a few words, just a few words from the sponsors.
Your Excellency and distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I just met on the stage one of my brother's classmates in the university as well. So it's a privilege and an honor, Your Justice, sir. And I was telling the Chief Judge, the gentleman on that table too was my brother's, same brother's classmate in secondary school, Yusuf Ali. And I grew up seeing him running for his secondary school back then. And I won't say much because for every moment I hold this microphone, I can see the Deputy Governor asking for more money from the bank. But we are very grateful from the entire board of the bank, from the chairman. We are very supportive of this state, and we continue to sponsor Bendel Insurance. We didn't just start, we started since the inception of last year. And we continue to support the state in every aspect. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. And it was reassuring hearing from Mr. Tunde Adiola, the Executive Director of Sterling Bank, that this bank will continue to support Bendel Insurance. You know, we cry out for sponsors and we cry out for sponsorship. And it is heartwarming that Bendel Insurance has a bank as a sponsor, and the bank has now pledged to the hearing of the entire world that they will continue to sponsor Bendel Insurance. Great one. Thank you very much. Okay, it's high time we move straight and click through the gears, go to the next item. This is when I'll invite the models. That's the 2 players each that will be on the runway, 2 for Edo Queens and 2 for Bendel Insurance. So let's have the models on the runway.
Wow, let's put our hands together for the beautiful models that came out to display. That's absolutely wonderful. This is the kind of things you see in Europe. And in Edo State, we are doing it every season. The models that came out, that model the jerseys, they are actual players. They are not hired models. They are actual players of Bendel Insurance and Edo Queens. For Edo Queens, we had Nneka Julius, she's a midfielder, and Suliat Abidin, another midfielder. These were the two players that came out. For Bendel Insurance, we had Benjamin Tenimu, is a defender, a penalty specialist. So whenever you concede a penalty against Bendel Insurance, forget it. Benjamin will put it in the back of the net. We also have Divine Nwachuku. He's a midfielder, and our goal scoring machine, Imade Osarenhoi, who wrote himself into history. He is the first player to score a goal in this season of the Nigeria Professional Football League. All right, our next item, we will be calling on the Deputy Governor of Edo State, His Excellency, Right Honorable Comrade Philip Shaibu, to give us a few words. Until very recently, he was the player of Bendel Insurance, and at the moment, he is the chairman of both Bendel Insurance and Edo Queens, the only deputy governor in Nigeria to have played in the Nigerian National League and also in the Nigeria Professional Football League. The only deputy governor in Nigeria to have won a gold medal at the National Sports Festival. Your Excellency, sir.
My Lord, the Chief Judge of Edo State, Honorable Justice Joe Acha, my twin brother and the engine room of government, the Secretary to Edo State Government, Osaradio Oge Esquire, the youngest, freshest, intelligent, sharp head of service in Nigeria, Anthony Okumboa Esquire, members of Edo Executive Council that are here, the former Speaker of Edo State House of Assembly and Chairman House Committee on Sport, Right Honorable Okie, Frank Okie. If he doesn't pass the budget, we won't get anything to do. So please give him a very sounding round of applause. The Chief of Staff Office of the Deputy Governor, permanent secretaries, all the permanent secretaries that are here, the representative of the President of Nigerian Football Federation, our own sister, and also chairperson of the Women League, our own Asha Falode, the representative of the Nigerian Professional Football League, the interim executive is here. I greet all of you. The chairman of Edo State Sport Commission, Olympian, Yusuf Ali, and other members of the Edo State Sport Commissions, the Commissioner of Police, ably represented, our sponsors, Sterling Bank, and Peculiar Ultimates. I greet you people specially. And your wife, I greet you, madam. There are many captains of industries that are here. I greet all of you. The managers and management of Bendel Insurance and Edo Queen, including the coach and his backroom staff, and all the players of Bendel Insurance and our dear queens. Just following the protocol and all other protocols observed. I will want to thank God for today and to also remind us that we're actually in Nigeria and we are in Edo State. We are in Benin, the capital of Edo State, the heartbeat of Nigeria. We are not in London or we are in US, we are in Edo State. When the MC was speaking now, he said, this is what you see in other parts of the world. Yes, those people don't have two heads. They all have one head. We have to do what is right. What we are just doing is to let us know that Bendel Insurance and Edo Queen is a special club, and they must be treated specially. And that we must give them that space that they actually supposed to occupy. And we must do things differently. And that is what the governor are consistently saying. We must do these things differently. We must make sure that we upgrade our standard and make sure that we compete with other parts of the world. The competitions that we have set is not for Bendel Insurance and any club in Nigeria. It's for Bendel Insurance and any other club in the world. That is the standard we are setting for Bendel Insurance and Edo Queen. Don't forget that we are the first. When I say we, Edo State government is the first that have broken the barrier that even United States is still struggling to break. And the whole world is still activists, sport activists are still there protesting and insisting that female football and male football, they must have equal pay. We have broken that jinx already in Edo State. And that is why we can confidently launch Edo Queen's jersey on my right-hand side and Bendel Insurance on my left-hand side simultaneously, because the quality of the jersey of Edo Queen is the same quality of the jersey of Bendel Insurance. The difference is that while Edo Queen away match jersey is red, Bendel Insurance away match jersey is green, but the quality is same. Dry fit is the quality of the jersey of both sides. And some of us that are in sport that know what dry fit is. When the weather is cold, it keeps you warm. When the weather is hot, it keeps you cold. That is the quality of the jersey these two teams are using. So it's not just any jersey. People like just jersey that they are just doing all this ceremony. Check that jersey out. But when you put the jersey on, it gives you the comfort to play well because you are wearing quality jersey. So you should produce quality football. True of us. And the confidence that radiates in our team when they travel shows that they are not only well taken care of, but they have that confidence when they are with their other teammates, other players. And Insurance and Edo Queen are the only club in Nigeria now that give out its jersey every match. And they don't wash their jersey. Every match, with every match, new jersey. So those jerseys we just unveiled, every match Insurance play, they open the nylon by themselves, they wear the jersey. And that is why they can give the jersey out after the match. We don't wash jerseys in Bendel Insurance. We don't wash jersey in Edo Queen. And we branded Bendel Insurance and Edo Queen. And the implication of that is that our corporate sponsors can go to bed knowing fully well that even when they are not playing matches, they are advertising their products. Because they have their camp wears, they have their traveling wears, they have all type of wears that make up these jerseys. What they just unveiled today is not the full package, it's the match jerseys they just unveiled. The officials have their jerseys. The curators have their jerseys. They have their traveling wears. So it's a package. So as you sign for Bendel Insurance, we give you that bag. It's a full package throughout the season. And that is what is done outside this country. The Arsenal of our time, the Manchester United, that is what is done there. That is why a fan can just write. I saw one the other day, Ken, can I have your jersey? In Bendel Insurance, you don't need to write to ask for jersey. The player will naturally look for you and give you the jerseys. That is the packaging we have done. And the other thing we've done with these players, we don't owe salaries. We don't owe salaries. Since the rebranding of Bendel Insurance and Edo Queen, about 4.5 years now, we have never defaulted in paying salaries of our players. Every 24th of every month, as the governor receives his salary, deputy governor receives his salary, SSG, everybody in government receives their salary. They are also receiving their salaries. The only people that receive salary before Bendel Insurance players are the pensioners, a day before. And that is why we can hit our chest to say, while other clubs are owing their players, we are not owing any of our players. And their match allowances are paid immediately they win their matches. When they draw their matches, they get paid immediately. We don't owe salary, we don't owe match bonuses. In fact, they get more for winning matches, more than what is even spelled out for them officially. At a time, they know every goal attracts a different benefit. All this is to encourage them, because our goal is to make Bendel Insurance a mass movement that Odegbami called it when we started our administration. The governor was clear. Sport is back to Edo State, the native land. We started with Bendel Insurance and Edo Queen. We hosted the sport festival. All these are geared towards making football not just a social activity, but a business concern. I'm happy that the Minister of Sport has introduced and launched a 10-year master plan. That 10-year master plan, all of us, if the 36 states in Nigeria and FCT can key in for us to develop sports. And I'm also happy that he has taken sport out of just a social engagement, but now a business concern. The implication of that is that government business now will be to provide the incentive, the environment, a conducive environment, while private sectors will now drive the process. That is the only way that this thing we are celebrating today can be sustainable. Because today, we have Godwin Obaseki, governor of Edo State, that lost sport and made sport one of the pillars in our drive to bring back tourism in Edo State. Tomorrow, we don't know who will take over from him. And the person may not like sports. So that means if government does not like sports, sport dies. So we are fighting this battle on two fronts. Getting you private sector to come and take it over. We have done our part. We have built infrastructure. We have rebuilt Samuel Ogumilya Stadium, not just for football, but for sports. I would like some of you to take a look, just take a drive to Samuel Ogumilya Stadium. You will see what we have done there. The edifice that is there, not just about football. We have 15 sports there that can go on simultaneously. Beyond that, we're developing sport through building 20 mini stadiums across the 18 local governments. And we have also gone beyond that in developing sports. We have made sports a curriculum in our primary and secondary school. Every Wednesday, across our schools now is dedicated for sports in all our public schools. And it's now also going to be part of their continuous assessment. So it means that the era of scholarship for best athletes is back to Edo State. Every year, we are going to be having Edo State Sports Festival. And the product of this sports festival will be from the grassroots. Those that have won from secondary school games, academicals, interlocal government, principal cup, governor's cup. And we're also beyond developing the young ones. You know, sports, when you engage in sports, your mental and physical being, you are sure that it will be healthy. And because of the level of work we are doing, we have also introduced this year the HOS Cup, where civil servants, inter-ministry games, we also start. Because everything we are bringing in to change the narrative. So today, I want to thank our sponsor, Sterling Bank. Please, I would like us to give a round of applause to Sterling Bank. And why I say so is that while we were looking around for sponsorship, because Mr. Governor was clear, he said, Deputy Governor, the graph of government funding must be on the reverse. It is up there now, it must come down, while the private sector graph will go up. So the graph is government funding coming down, private sector funding going up. And we approached them. We approach every other establishment. But Sterling Bank believed in our vision and believed in our dream to develop sports. And they came in last year to be the first to break that jinx of having, for the first time in Nigeria, having a club in NNL and MPFL being sponsored by a corporate entity. Sterling Bank broke that jinx last year. And they brought in some money. They brought in 50 million. And here last year, they made another pledge. They said, we are bringing our name, our corporate name, which they cherish very much. And I also reminded them that as we cherish your name, we also cherish our Bendel Insurance name. So two important names are coming together. The implication is that they will do well. And they say, okay, if they do well, we will increase it next year. And you give us the option of first refusal. And we all sign that document. This year, they have opted. Please give it a round of applause. We have agreed, and they've opted. So we want other corporate entity to come in to sport development. We have a lot of them this year. Like I told you, Principal Cup is coming and all this. We need corporate sponsorship. The other one is Edo Queen. Edo Queen could not get sponsor all this while, but this year we are able to get a sponsor. And we just unveiled Peculiar Ultimate. I want you to also give Peculiar a round of applause. Because what Sterling Bank did last year is what they have done. So we are already in the top flight. So we want you to tell us, if we win the league this year, which we are going to, you behave like Sterling Bank that say, go, they gave us a target to get promoted. And we got the promotion. So you two, come and charge us. Tell us what you want from us, so that next year you also up the game. And we'll give you option of first refusal also, the way we did with Sterling Bank. And frankly speaking, other sponsors came for Bendel Insurance. But we say until there's a breakdown of discussion with Sterling, and we are not able to agree with Sterling before we go to them. And we refused their offer, and we took Sterling on. So if you agree with us, we'll also give you option of first refusal next year. But give us a target, and we'll meet the target. Peculiar Ultimate. So having said that, I want to thank all of us. I have a lot of corporate organizations that we have invited. They are going to help us to launch the jersey, and they will take one jersey home, and they will send us some fat check. The Bendel Insurance coastal bus that they are using now and Edo Queen coastal bus that they are using now was funded through the sales of the jerseys. It was not from government account. It was funded. We bought those 2 coastal buses from the sales of jersey alone. So you can see why you have to fund your club. Ordinarily, years past, it is government that will have to bring the money. Though this year, let me reveal this. This year, the governor has promised and he has asked the ministry to start the process. We are going to be building a dedicated stadium and accommodation for Bendel Insurance. And the governor has also approved another purchase of a bus for Bendel Insurance and the supporters club. The supporter club have never been, nobody have funded them before. They fund themselves. When we came on board, we told them we are not going to use 1 kobo of Bendel Insurance to fund them. That they must source for their funding. If they are truly fans of Bendel Insurance, they should also contribute to that. And I must salute them. We have not been funding them. They've been loyal to the club, and they are the number 12 player on the field always. Adia Insurance. I greet all of you. And for Edo Queen, the First Lady has taken over everything about Edo Queen. We are, Edo Queen presently are in accommodation, which when you compare the accommodation Edo Queen today, no other female club have that accommodation. Our girls don't come from home. They are living in a camp. We build a camp for them where they are staying. So all the girls that play for Edo Queen are housed in one place. So that is the kind of incentives that we are doing. And the stadium that we are building that is dedicated to Bendel Insurance, we have both accommodation for Edo Queen and Bendel Insurance. And also, that stadium also will be another source of revenue for the club, because we are building a stadium where other clubs can come and use. Because we have been getting a lot of calls from NFF. They want to come and they want the national team under 20 and they to come and camp in Edo. So now, when that stadium is ready, that stadium will have facility for camping of such events. So, and that will generate some revenue for Bendel Insurance. So you can see how we think. You know, we have a private sector governor. So everything about him is how to generate income. So that is why today we have turned Bendel Insurance and sport to act to business. And that is why we support the minister's program of having sport to become a business concern. Having said that, I'm talking to wait for the list. Yusuf, I'm talking, waiting for the list. Where is the list? The company. I want to call them out. I saw George now. George have left. A and K. Okay, number 1 on the list, Big Joe Ventures. Wesley Hotel. A and K. George was just here just now. SSG, please. Anyone I give Jesse will collect the money. We'll give her account. Don't worry. Big Joe Ventures. Big Joe Ventures. Where is Big Joe Ventures home? Check. Thank you. Wesley Hotel. You are representing two of them. Okay. Please open it. Open it. Thank you. Yes, open it and open the back, the jersey. Front and back. Wesley Hotel. Then turn the other one to advertise our bank. Thank you very much. Food mats. Food mats. Yeah, food mat is here. Bring food pencil. Ford mats. Ford mats. Ford mat foods. Yes, Ford mat food. Ford mat food. Don't worry. Don't worry. They are telling me to tell them to announce. They are forgetting that me I learned from which one? Okay, Ford mat. All right, Ford mat. Just talk by yourself.
On behalf of my MD, who is unavoidably absent, he has instructed me to support the clubs with 1 million naira.
Thank you. No, they are not seeing it. They are not seeing. Thank you. Then turn the other one. So if you are jealous of this, you sponsor us next year. Thank you. Acklin Oil and Gas. Acklin Oil and Gas. Nigerian Breweries. Presco. And MBL. Nigerian Breweries. Okomo Oil. They were all here just now. Oyitech. Time Ceramic. Okay, you submit them. Ties on behalf here. Osiomo. This light we are using is partnership with Osiomo. These are private PPP power. This one is not their own power. This is our own power. This light. Osiomo. All right, so Peculiar Ultimate. Peculiar is here. Peculiar Ultimate. Message-wise, a channel. Yeah, this is for Bendel Insurance. Peculiar. Of course. Sterling Bank will also buy from Edo Queen. Sterling Bank, please join us. Yes. This is the new cash. All right, please. All right. Thank you very much, sir. Yes.
Your Excellency, sir, while I'm doing this, I'd like to give the Deputy Governor something as well for him to show everybody as well. all I'm doing our own.
So, no verse.
But you can bring a document.
Then bring a queen. Okay, that's a queen. All right. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. Madam. All of like 4, yes. Yeah, this one, until I unveil it, the person will not come here and take. I'm the one that will unveil this one. So I'll turn it and you jog down. Let's see whether you are as fit as me. Before I do that, I want to recognize the CMD of UBTH. I just cited him. He's my twin striker in novelty matches. And each time we pair, he either scored the first goal or assists, or I scored the first goal, he assists. The CMD UBTH, Dr. Vaseke. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. No, the representative of the NFF president, Mrs. Asha Falode, please. Don't forget, it's Bendel Insurance and Edo Queen that you are bringing home. She's here as NFF president. That is Bendel Insurance. She's here as women chairperson, Edo Queen. So then after that, I will invite the interim management chairman, Honorable Benga Alegbeleye, to also join us. No, 1 minute after. They are not buying, no, and we are only giving souvenir. It's souvenir. So I need the pack. This one is for, through you, to our NFF president, Alhaji Buso. We thank him for gracing our occasion, and through you to him to let him know that by the grace of God, we keep to the rules, and Bendel Insurance and Edo Queen, we always maintain our standard that we are known for. Thank you. Please don't go away yet. No, don't go away, sorry. This one is to the chairperson of the Women League, Chief Asha Falode, and also one of the board members of the NFF. Thank you. Yeah. Now I invite our honorable, that is our honorable Chief Benga Alegbele. I want to thank you for gracing our occasion, and to also assure you that we'll keep to the rules of the game, and to congratulate you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Prestige Hotel. Okay, Prestige Hotel is presenting a check. And when it comes to check, I would like the permanent secretary and the president to collect the check. PS Sports, Prestige Hotel. Thank you. Thank you very much. PS. No, you can. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, so I want to thank all of us. Sorry I took your time. We have a whole list of all of them. We are going to send all the jerseys. Their names are all written. Some of them were here just now. And we know that you support Bendel Insurance and Edo Queen. And all your collections, all your donations, I can bet that every kobo that you send to Bendel Insurance will not only be utilized well, but I will insist and make sure that the dream of having a football club go into capital market is what Bendel Insurance and Edo Queen stand for. Ours is to help them to do well, and we are trying to make sure that we bring you in, private sector, to be able to drive this process. We are raising funds for them, and our dream is to have a Bendel Insurance that will not go back to where we picked them from. We will not have an Edo Queen that will go back to where we picked them from, where before they go for matches, they have to be going to Big Joe. Big Joe will release buses for their match. They may not even know who will give them bus for the next match. That was the level these clubs got to before the administration of Godwin Obaseki. But today, you can see they are all well kitted. They are well taken care of. Sterling Bank is now coming in as sponsors. Peculiar Ultimate is now coming in as sponsor. I know you are the next to come and invest in Bendel Insurance. And I want to thank past players of Edo Queen and Bendel Insurance that are here, our former national coach and captain of the Super Eagles, and you can name it, Soreso. I thank you for being here, and other former players that are here. For the management team, the chairman have told us, he prophesied last year that we'll be in MPFL, and God answered the prayers. This year, he has told us, he has prophesied again, that before next year, we will be where? Continental. And for the players, don't lose your head. We just won a match for Bendel Insurance. Don't lose your head. It's not over until it is over. Don't let anybody praise you too much and you lose focus. Please, like I always tell you guys, take your eyes off management and your welfare. That's a guarantee. Your own is to face the game. Train hard. And when you train hard, success will be yours. We have been consistent with you, and you also have been consistent. And for Edo Queen, same. You are topping the league. Like I told you yesterday, you are topping the league, and so what? What is key is our target. And we all spoke together yesterday that our target is to win the league and represent Nigeria in the Women CAF Champions League. And for Bendel Insurance, we agree that we are now in MPFL, and our target is not just to remain in MPFL, but to be, we are coming in for the first time after some years, and we are coming to dominate. And your effort will determine the level of dominance that we will play. And don't forget, we have also said we will play clean football. We are not going to cheat. And no management will encourage cheating, because we want to be known to be disciplined club, so that will be our pride. And you can see the number of private sector that came today. You can see that the money is increasing. It is because you are doing well. So please continue to do well. For the moderators and the MC, thank you. God bless all of you as we invite you next year again. And by the grace of God, maybe we'll have been in the Continental. Thank you.
A big round of applause for His Excellency, sports-loving Excellency. Thank you so much, sir. Okay, and while His Excellency is taking his seat, without much ado, for the closing remarks, I have the honor to invite Executive Director, Edo State Sports Commission, Dr. Emmanuel Igbinosa, for the closing remarks.
Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Edo State, all other government functionaries here present, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Edo State Sports Commission, I stand here to thank every one of you, both the players, His Excellency, the Deputy Governor, the sponsors, the MC, the organizers, those that came all the way from Abuja, the NLF officials, and the Nigerian Professional League officials. I thank you all for finding time to be here and for gracing this occasion. Without you, this would not have been possible. And for the players that make today to be what it is, I thank all of you. May God protect all of us back to our respective destination. By next year, God's willing, we will all be here. I thank you all.